And people are afraid of Ndigbo because we resisted. And no ethnic group in Nigeria has had the guts to resist. None. Quote me. None has had the guts to resist. Only Ndigbo resisted. Not just Ndigbo, the old eastern region, made up of southeast and the greater part of south-south. They resisted. Now, that is why anytime anybody comes up from the southeast, that history, that feeling that, look, this is a repeat of Biafra war, comes up, and suppression becomes the response of the federal government. So if we understand this, we will know that, anytime you don't equate somebody like a Monday Boho with the Nnamdi Kanu, because they are coming from two different perspectives. Monday Boho is Yoruba. Yorubas never resisted. They never did. Nnamdi Kanu is coming from the southeast. Southeast resisted. And that is the difference between him and others. That resistance is what the federal government is afraid of. They don't want another Biafra. So what we need is political maneuvers so we can solve this problem diplomatically. That is what we need. And that is what Soludo believes in. We cannot afford to egg our people into another Biafra war. We can't survive it. We will be pushed back more than 50 years again. That's the truth. So, and if you look at how the world is organized, let me tell you, nobody cares whether the Southeast is wiped out or not. Look at what is happening in Gaza. Look at what is happening in Ukraine. Look at what is happening everywhere. Nobody cares. Nobody cares whether you are wiped out or not. So you need to think about your own security and survival. Look, if war breaks out in Nigeria against Ndigbo, the world will turn their back. They did that before. During the Biafra war, when 2 to 3 million of the Biafrans were wiped out, where was the world? Where was the world? The world turned their back. Until today, nobody cares. So we don't need to allow our youth to get into another war. Since there are alternatives, we should find some pathways. Look, let me tell you, Soludo is a federalist. I am also. I believe in restructured Nigeria. It's my personal position. And that is where Soludo also stands. That if you can have a truly federal Nigeria, it's better for Ndigbo. A truly federal Nigeria is better for Ndigbo. We need a large space to operate. But if they don't want Ndigbo in Nigeria, well, to your tent, oh Israel. But I believe that nobody has said that Ndigbo should leave Nigeria. We need to understand this. Marginalization of Ndigbo is not exclusive to us. All parts of Nigeria are being marginalized by the elites, by the political class. There is no section of this country that is not marginalized. Go to the north and see poverty. Do you know that Northeast Nigeria is the poverty capital of Nigeria, of Nigeria and of the world? Do you know that Northeast Nigeria is the capital of the world's greatest concentrations of illiterate populations? It's not in the Southeast. It's not in Anambra State. So what we need is to get our rights in Nigeria, fighting for restructured Nigeria, a truly federal Nigeria. We get to a point where Nigeria will work for everybody. Nigeria of today is not working for anybody. It's not even working for the elites. Nigeria is not, there is no section of Nigeria that is enjoying this country today. Not one, not the Southwest. That even since 1999, they have produced a president in Obasanjo, produced another president in Tinubu, they produced a vice president, and they are not at ease like most parts of the country. So you can say that it's not an Igbo thing. It's not an agenda to marginalize and annihilate the Igbos. No, if it is, other sections of the country should be enjoyed. In fact, Igbos are even